Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Touch a Class. This is Tina Eaddy back with you today, and I'm here with my fellow employee staff, Mr. Charles Gordan and Mr. C. Waters from George Washington Carver Academy, located at 14510 2nd Avenue in Highland Park, Michigan, zip code 48203. And you could contact them at 313-865-6024. C. Waters is the leader and principal of George Washington Carver. Today, he is here present, and I'm glad to have you. Sean. And I would like to thank you for being here today.
Of course, Missy. It's always a pleasure to come and talk education with you.
Thank you very much for being here. And also we have Charles Gordan,
Thank you, Miss Eaddy.
Superintendent at George Washington Carver.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. And we have a couple questions to talk about, and they got a lot of information for you, so you can bring your child to their school.
Indeed.
And check out the positive things and the education things that they have at their school. So we're going to start off with Mr. Gordan. I have a few questions for you. How long George Washington Carver been located at this area?
Ms. Eaddy, that's a good question, one we're always anxious to speak to. George Washington Carver Academy, located as you indicated, has been in business now for the past 16 years. We started out with enrollment of about 300. Now we're up to around 572,
Wow.
growing in anticipation of 600 students in the fall.
Okay. You hear that, audience? Okay, so what time does George Washington Carver open his doors?
We open early every day because we have a fine latchkey program. And latchkey starts for parents can drop their sons and daughters off at 6 o'clock in the morning. They have to come back and pick them up by 6 o'clock in the evening. Latchkey is a free program. It's one that we hold in high regard, and so do our parents. So that's what time we open. We have a free bus service, free bus transportation. Our students should be at those locations agreed upon because they come to the school at 7:30 in the morning. Have 3 buses, and each one of those buses pulls into our campus at about 7:30 every morning.
Okay. So, Mr. Waters, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do George Washington Carver have classes all year round?
Initially, that was part of our plan, was to have extended school, and we had it for the last 3 years. But moving forward, we're going to put in a summer school component, and that is primarily working with students that are in the bottom 30% to bring them up to grade level so they're able to compete during the regular school year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
That's really nice. Audience, I hope you was taking notes and writing this down, and I hope you make sure that you come visit George Washington Carver. So they have positive things here for you today. When is the open enrollment for summer school, Mr. Gordan?
Open enrollment is going on right now, even as we speak. We prefer to give parents good opportunity, not only to come and visit, to take a tour of the facility,
Exactly.
to see the school, talk with some of the teachers who are still there, get acquainted with some of the other staff, and then sign their sons and daughters up to participate in either the summer program or more especially the academic year program. Academic year program will start in the fall, of course, but right now they should be coming in to sign them up to make sure that they have a place in the fall. We fill up pretty fast, but we have a few spaces left now. So
Okay.
if they're interested, they should come by to sign up and get acquainted.
Okay. So what date do summer classes start, Mr. Waters?
Summer school starts July 16th. July 6th. That is 2 days after the 4th of July. And it runs all the way through August 12th.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Gordan, can you please explain to me and the audience about the camp program that you have?
You see, the camp program has been a blessing for us. It's in cooperation with Miss Teresa Johnson,
Okay,
who has a fine coffee house in Highland Park, and it's a camp that they sponsor every year. We've been blessed to have had 4 students to go for the last 2 years,
okay,
and we look forward to having another 4, possibly 5 students go this year. She's already announced what she's doing, and it's an exciting activity because it's held in Kentucky. It's not just down the street. It's not over on a school playground.
okay.
It's in Kentucky. And it makes a big difference because it gives the kids a chance to get out of not just out of the community, out of Highland Park, but to see some of what the rest of the world and the country looks like when they make that trip to Kentucky.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you have more than 5 students, or you just exactly have only 5?
No, for the campsite, it's limited, but those coffee shops do it all around the city. Mr. Reese has just been good to us. She is
Okay.
also now, just this year, been elected president of the George Washington Carver Academy Board.
Okay,
But when she first opened up, she was always very interested in talking with people at the school and offering free services to the students at Carver Academy.
okay. So, I have another question for you. I'm not trying to leave you out,
Oh,
Waters.
no.
We
That's the
both-
man you talk to about those questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Please let me and my audience know how you pick the youth to work the summer program at Carver.
Well, one of the main things is how they do academically. It's a combination of academic as well as social skills, their leadership skills. All of that's rolled into one. And fortunately for us, under the leadership guidance and direction of Mr. Waters, leadership is a basic foundation for the students at George Washington Carver Academy. We want them to come out and represent. But Ms. Johnson also has some criteria that she accepts from us because she interviews those students. It's done on the basis of the interview.
Okay.
And then selection is made, and we give her, as you can well imagine, all the possible cooperation in the world to get 4 or 5 students off to that camp.
Okay.
When they have to write an essay, and they also do a report when they come back.
All right. Well, one more question. So could you please explain to me about the lunch program that you have at your school?
The lunch program is an exciting one because we have about free lunch for most all of the students at the school. The lunchroom is well managed, well controlled, and the lunch program itself, with the food aspect, is high quality. They also get breakfast. They also have a snack. We have an excellent catering company to prepare the food served in the lunchroom,
Okay.
and we do that in the summer as well as during the academic year. But the fact that they can get a breakfast, a lot of kids may not have that opportunity, but when they come to Carver, they do.
Okay.
So they get a free breakfast as well as lunch, and they get a snack in the afternoon when they stay for those after-school programs. And this past year, we also provided dinner for the after-school
Okay.
programs.
Everybody doesn't do that, but that's a good thing to know. That's why I'm trying to tell you parents, come take a visit at George Washington Carver. Really, I love the school. It's really nice, and the way it's founded is beautiful, actually. All right. So, Mr. Waters, can you please talk to me about your after-school program?
Moving forward this year, we are making a valiant effort to have some extensive programs that come in after school as it relates to technology, robotics, foreign language, chess, even a band. We feel it's important to expose our students to as many facets of life or
Yeah.
or in the career wise as possible, so as they matriculate or mature they can make good choices of what the direction they want to follow as far as their careers when they get older. So this year is going to be really a lot of fun because we've conversed with a few people and they want to bring in some dynamic programs.
Okay.
And we think it's important to bring in these programs to help enhance academics.
Okay, well, thank you. What can you explain to me about your pre-K program?
Pre-K program, Great Start Readiness Program. We implemented that, myself and more importantly Mr. Gordan implemented that about 2 years ago, Mr. Or 3 years ago. We feel it's very important that we get students at an early age so that they can go through our whole process. It gets hard when you have a kindergarten teacher and outside students coming in. No one has worked with them previously.
Okay.
But with our Great Start Readiness Program, our pre-K funnels right into our kindergarten. And to even add on that, we're in the plans and we're talking and we're conversing with people about a daycare center right next to our school, which would even be better because that will provide daycare for staff and for parents that go to our school.
Oh, wow, that's an excellent
Yes.
idea. That's a good idea. What about, one more question for you.
Okay.
If the child, I wanted to ask you, if a child is 4
Okay.
and their birthday is not until October, can they go to kindergarten and they'll be 5 in October?
The date is
yeah.
October. They got to be 5 by October. If they're not 5 by
Okay.
October, they would have to try to get into our pre-K program.
Okay.
That's how it runs.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gordan, does Carver provide a latchkey program, which we just talked about?
We do provide latchkey. Again, it opens at 6 in the morning. It's a free program.
Yeah.
It helps parents who have to be at work early in the morning.
Okay.
Miss Shy is the director of that program, and she's been doing that now for several years and looks forward to it each year. It's always open, though, starting at 6 in the morning, and they should pick the kids up by 6 o'clock in the evening. Have to point to that point. Can I just back up for 1 minute? I want to make sure that Tim Hortons is the name
Right.
of the coffee shop,
Okay.
and Miss Teresa Johnson is the owner of that coffee shop.
Okay.
And she is also the one who has encouraged and invited our school students to participate so that they can participate in the camp activity.
Yeah, I was going to say the camp program.
Right.
Yeah, she does a phenomenal job with that. We're forever grateful for her assistance, help, and giving to our school.
It's,
Okay. Will everyone hear that?
she gives us a lot of support.
Yes,
a lot
she
of
does.
support.
So they're telling you about the people that's very strong too as well, that work with George Washington Carver. So please, parents, I'm telling you to note this down or take a visit to George Washington Carver as soon as you can.
Ms. Eaddy, our students don't just come from Highland Park, too.
True.
When we recruit, as we are now, and looking at our enrollment, Mr. Waters has reached out, and we have students there from, a lot of students from Detroit, from Southfield, from Oak Park. So it's really a global kind of participation in the metropolitan Detroit area. And we're pretty proud of that because you get a good mix of students.
All right, well, thank you very much. So what is the latest time that the children can pick up since you have latchkey? What is the latest time that the parents can pick their child up?
6 o'clock. They
6
should
o'clock?
be there. Every now and then a parent will have an emergency, maybe a low battery or accident on the expressway
Right.
or car didn't start just
Or at the
right.
beauty salon getting her hair done. No,
That-
that was a joke. That was a joke.
That does happen. That has happened.
No,
though.
it
That
has,
happened.
it does.
But 6 o'clock, we need them to be there by 6.
Okay. That's a good time though.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
6 to 6.
Yeah, 6 to 6, you can't beat them hours. Okay, Mr. Waters, can you explain to me about the bus transportation that you have?
I think that has been very helpful, and Mr. Gordon will concur with that. We pick students and up from about a 20-25 mile radius,
Right,
Mr. Gordon? Yeah,
right.
So we have different routes, a east side bus, a west side bus, we have a north bus, and we're in the process of implementing a south bus. All these buses have pick up our students, bring them here to our school in the morning, and then after school they take them home. And the beauty about our bus service is that not only do we have a bus driver, but we have a behavior like specialist on the bus that monitors the kids, so that I know parents can get worried about their child riding on the bus, but we have behavior interventionists on the bus that monitor behaviors.
Okay.
So it's really a safe. Parents are excited that we can pick, and the other piece to that is that they stick to the schedule.
Okay.
So parents aren't caught in a situation where they are waiting for hours and hours. No, when it says they'll be picked up at 6:45, they will be there at 6:45.
6:45.
Yes.
Right.
That's excellent. That's so excellent.
You know, we really pride ourselves on a safe, clean, and orderly environment anyway. We're in a
Exactly.
we're in a gated community. So we think although they may be on the bus, they still need to be in a safe environment, just as they are at the school, in the classrooms.
Okay.
It's a safe, clean, and orderly environment in a gated community.
Okay. So, Mr. Waters.
Yes, ma'am.
What date and time does fall semester start at George Washington Carver?
The first day of school for the 2016-17 school year is September 6th. September 6th, and that will be a Tuesday because the first Monday is always out throughout the state. So September 6th is our first day of school. And I do want to add this. We are having a plethora of parents trying to get in our school. I wish I could take every student, but it's imperative that those parents that want to be a part of George Washington Carver Academy,
Yes.
that they make all the necessary steps to get their child enrolled as soon as possible, so
Okay.
that we can secure a spot for them as we move throughout the year.
Okay. So I hope, parents, that you're taking notes. This is an excellent show. It's about your child and the future of your child. So please make sure you take notes or either call Mr. Gordon or call Mr. Waters. And your number is?
Hit it, Gordon.
313-865-6024. 313-865-6024.
That was like a Mel Farr commercial.
We
But-
want to mention too, I think, Mr. Waters, that we have an enrollment fair on
Yes.
the 12th of August. An
Oh.
enrollment fair on the 12th of
Okay.
August.
Huge! Coco coming!
That's right.
Go back over here.
Coco is coming to our enrollment fair on August 12th.
Right.
We're going to have a lot of fun, food,
Yes.
activities. Come visit the mighty George Washington Carver Academy.
They don't have to wait till the 12th. though.
Yes.
They can enroll them now.
You
They can be
enroll your
enrolled
child
right now. But on that day, that is a very special day, and parents in the community, they have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Sure, I'll be there.
That was a good one. On the 12th.
Or you get a special invitation, Miss Eaddy.
Oh, thank you.
Special.
Thank you. George Washington Carver is a beautiful school, especially since of your renovations. So, Mr. Waters, can you elaborate on that, please?
Last year, as a collective team, we decided that it was important for the school to not only look presentable, but look beautiful and attract, whether it was parents, students, or the outside community.
Yes.
So we spent a lot of time as far as repaving the parking lot. We renovated the front office. We repainted the whole inside of the building. I mean, we redid our computer lab. A lot of time and energy was put into transforming that school, because I believe it's very important that our children get the same education and the same building that they would get if they went out to a city like Troy.
Yeah.
I don't think just because we're an urban city, as they say, quote unquote, inside the hood, that we should get any less, or these children should get any less. Also, I do have to send a special shout out to my maintenance team. They were phenomenal
Yep.
in what
Okay.
they did to help this school transform. They put in hours. Some days we were there till 2 o'clock in the morning. There was no
Wow.
complaints. It was a unified front.
Yep.
And in a certain sense, it allowed their team to come together closer.
Okay.
So they did an excellent job. I appreciate each and every one of them. But we did an awesome job of putting together or presenting a product for the community to see.
That's
I think
nice.
Mr. Waters must have been down there 7 days a week trying to make sure that things were in place and that they were done right and well, and it shows.
Well, I seen the school, so I know.
Yeah.
I know you did an excellent job. That's
We
cool.
don't say you.
I know.
We did an excellent.
Everyone
job. Yes.
did an excellent,
Yes, ma'am.
excellent job. I saw it for myself firsthand. So, parents, go take a visit to George Washington Carver. All right, so Mr. Waters, can you explain to me about your technology programs
Uh.
that you're providing at George Washington Carver?
Okay. We're in a day and age which they call it 21st century education.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is, or we're in a popcorn society. Everything is quick and fast. Microwave, quick and fast. Technology. You can get information really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
We feel, and our school community feels, that it's important to prepare our kids for what's coming down the line and what's already here. You know, there's a lot of entrepreneurs, including Dan Gilbert, that are putting millions and millions of dollars downtown to turn Detroit into more of a technological haven. So what we need to do is prepare our children to get those jobs.
Exactly.
We can't have them, we can't do any less. I think a lot of times schools don't understand how important technology is. It can be a gift,
Mm-hmm.
but it also can be a curse. But the reality is, it is change. And if we don't acclimate or get our students in a position to change, it's only hurting them.
Exactly.
And I'm really, really big on technology. When I got here at George Washington Carver Academy, we had about 60 laptop computers in the school. At this point and at this juncture right now, we have 360 laptops. After this year, we will have 600, approximately 600. So what does that mean for our school? It means that every student, when they are at school, will have their own personalized laptop. So it's, as they call it in the educational field, is one-to-one technology. So they will have that. They will have access to that. The other piece of that is that we have smart boards, and we have all the necessary resources for teachers to achieve in the classroom. And then lastly, as I stated earlier, we revamped our computer lab, but we're also implementing a new computer technology curriculum.
Okay.
And all is this, everything is preparing our children for the future.
Exactly. Well, that's nice. Thank you. So, Mr. Gordon, I have something to ask you to add. If your school doesn't focus on academics all the time, what do you focus on?
Well, academics is our main concern. Having students reach a level in academics so that they can leave us, go to high school and the college, and or get into voc tech training and hold their own.
Mm-hmm.
And really hold their own. But we have extracurricular activities. Our basketball team this year with Chief Terrence Walker and Mr. Joey Sanders had a 9-2 record. The year before, I think they were 9-2 also. So basketball, the cheerleading team, you have a track and field, we have a choir, we have a drum line, we have chess. Debate is forthcoming, and in addition to that, robotics is coming back our way. And if you remember that, I think it's been 3 years now, if not maybe 4, but our robotics team won the National Middle School Robotics Team Championship in Omaha, Nebraska. So we're getting back in the swing of that. We lost the last couple of years because the instructor of that program accepted a job, I believe, in Wayne State and also within industry.
Okay.
So we're just building back up to bounce back. Robotics has also been very special for us at our school.
Okay.
The team was recognized at the state by the House Senate and the House Committee.
Okay.
So we have to get back to that.
Okay.
But I think one of the other things is we emphasize reading a lot.
Yes.
Mr. Waters has come in and we talk about students read, a reader is a leader. And our students read, I think, 40 books last year, and they will read 50 books this year.
You see how he just threw that 50 in there?
And
Okay.
they have to recite what they read. And
Okay.
comprehension is a big part of it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the show is almost over, but I have a couple more questions I got to get in real fast. Well, Mr. Waters, can you please elaborate? How would you describe the vision for George Washington?
So this will probably be the last question, so I'll be quick with it. Parents, I need you to listen to me. We're having open enrollment, and we would like to educate your child. I think that what separates me from other school leaders is I understand the reality of I have to develop the whole child. I can't just drown them academically. I have to help them and educate them spiritually, mentally, physically, socially, emotionally. And that's what we're trying to do at this school. We're trying to develop a well-rounded child that can compete in this very competitive world. So if that's what you want, for your child, then I would advise you, I would encourage you to come to George Washington Carver Academy. I will develop your child, and your child will be a success.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, there you have it from George Washington Carver. I thank you both for being here. I had a very, very nice time, educational time, and you all need to take note about what George Washington Carver is about. Can you please give them your number again?
14510 2nd Avenue in Highland Park.
Okay.
We're near Sears and Manchester, between Manchester and Sears.
Okay.
2 blocks west of Woodward Avenue. We're where the old former A&P supermarket used to be.
Okay. All right. Can you please make sure you tune in to www.bgntv.net next Sunday? Our show will air at 2 o'clock. So please make sure you tune in to our show. And thank you, and have a good afternoon. Good night.
Thank you, Ms. Eaddy.
Hi, this is Thomas Hitman Hearn, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
My name is Mike Duggan, and I'm watching the Bell Global Network.
Hey, keep it locked. It's your boy D. Hattie watching the Bell Global Network. You know how it is.
Hi, I'm Charlie Langton, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Bell. Some know me as Antone Quarboy Bell. Others know me as Elder Antone Bell. I am co-CEO of Bell Global Network, BGN TV 2090. And I want to invite you right now to get your own broadcast, calling all ministries, all politicians, all business owners. Get your own broadcast right now, starting at $99. And if you have an idea for a TV show, we can bring your idea to reality. We have packages available that includes production and facilities. Also, we have advertising packages starting as little as $25. So don't hesitate. Give us a call at 313-355-7877. Once again, that's 313-355-7877 to make an appointment today.
You never ever let me down, and when I'm sinking in sin, you never ever let me drown. You're my lifeguard, my security. You took my insecurities and put me in the lion's den and took out all the fear in me and gave me unlimited, undeniable faith. In your arms I am safe, and for that I give you praise.
Hi, everybody. I'm telling you, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. I'm Evelyn Turrentine, AG, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Pastor D. Alexander Bullock of Preachers of Detroit, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church in Detroit, Michigan, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Stanis. You know me best as Thelma from the TV show Good Times, and you are watching Bell Global Network.